Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back to another round of candle reviews today. I will have two more Kringle Lemonade scents featured today. These are all candles that I picked up when this latest round of 3-wick designer limited edition candles was dropped over at Kringle. I feel like they've been out for at least a month now. Does that sound right? I think it's been at least a month. Anyway, super actually excited about this whole like lemonade collection. The only one that I did not pick up was the pineapple, but I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. If you've been here, you know pineapple is kind of tough for me. To me, pineapple a lot of times smells quite artificial in home fragrance, and not artificial in like a nice like pineapple candy kind of way, just kind of gross. So if I'm buying candles, I'm probably not going to subject myself to things that I don't think I'm going to like because quite frankly, this is an expensive little hobby of mine, and I would like to burn the things that I know I'm going to enjoy. So today I will have this review here of the Blueberry Lemonade, and a little bit later on you will see my thoughts on the Dragon Fruit Lemonade. Now, both of the candles today are repackages of former scents that were in the Country Candle line, and specifically when Country Candle was in its paraffin format. Both candles I have burned in the paraffin format. Well, let's be honest. I burned them long enough to felt like I could justify reviewing them. And then I just put them in my candle crock because, again, they were paraffin wax at that time. I think that these new iterations in the 3-wick soy format do smell just a little bit differently. I am one of those people that can smell the waxy like base of paraffin candles. Just paraffin wax just on its own, I think has a little bit of like an odor to it. Nothing that I think is like detected by most people, but it just comes across as smelling kind of waxy to my nose. And I do think that, you know, even though that waxiness is covered up with fragrance oils, I can still kind of pick it out. I also don't love the burn of paraffin. So I actually think that I enjoy some of these scents a little bit more now than I even did when I had them in their previous iterations or past lives, if you will. So anyway, this Blueberry Lemonade candle, big fan of this one. This is definitely not the most, I would say, authentic blueberry. This definitely is going to lean more towards like that candied blueberry, and I do want to lead off with that because I know a lot of people want blueberry scents to smell very real and to not have that kind of, I guess you could call it like an artificial candied type note. But that is the type of blueberry that I'm getting here. So if you're hoping for like a fresh Maine, like ripe summer blueberry, that's not what I'm getting here. Also, there's quite a bit of raspberry in here too, but let's get into the fragrance description. Okay, Blueberry Lemonade, the perfect scent for those hot summer days. We start with farm stand blueberries blended with raspberries and lemons. Add apple and lime and a splash of ginger zest to vanilla and sugared musk for a tart and refreshing blueberry lemonade. Your top notes here are farmstead blueberry, raspberry, lemon, and, well, sorry, lemon fresh. How is lemon fresh different from lemon? Anyway, it just smells like lemon to me. Your mid notes are apple and lime zest, as well as wild verbena. And your base is ginger zest, vanilla sugar, and musk. First of all, there is nothing musky about this scent. So if you are looking at the description and you see musk, just know that that is one of those supporting fragrances here. It's not going to come across as like a musky lemonade. So you don't never fear. You're not going to smell the musk here. All right, so let's talk about these fruity notes here. First of all, blueberry. Yes, definitely, again, candied blueberry. think like Jolly Rancher blueberry versus like I said, fresh, I don't know, like blueberries that you can get in Maine, or I don't know. We have really nice blueberries here in Oregon. I don't know why I feel like I need to go across the country to recommend blueberries. Yeah, we have delicious blueberries here, and they're amazing like right during the middle of summer. But this does not smell like those fresh Oregon blueberries that Stella and I go picking sometimes. I do really get a good dose of raspberry in here. And again, we are leaning more towards like a super intense, like raspberry puree kind of vibe with some like sugared lemon added to that raspberry puree. I feel like that's more of what I'm getting here than like just ripe off the bush raspberry, if you will. In terms of the apple and the lime zest, now the lime zest I can definitely pick up. Don't love lime, but this is like it's a small amount of lime. And the verbena, I mean, maybe a little bit of that verbena, but not so much. I think I honestly get more lime zest than verbena, and nothing in the way of apple. Ginger, yes, there is a touch of ginger in here, and it adds just a little bit of that like really intense kind of pungent gingeriness, but it is not going to be like the first thing that you smell in this particular scent. I think it is kind of, again, one of those like nice supporting background notes, not something that, you know, someone's going to walk into your house and be like, wow, that is an amazing ginger candle you're burning. It's not going to come across as that at all. And vanilla sugar, I don't get much in the way of like a vanilla vibe from this at all. I do get sweetness, you know, and I guess, I don't know, this lemon fresh, if it was more of like a lemon sugar, I think that's probably a better way to explain it than lemon fresh and vanilla sugar. It's a great scent, you guys, and I like it even more this year in the soy wax than I did when it was in the paraffin formulation. This is definitely more of a candied berry scent versus super authentic. But I think when it comes to something like a lemonade, like a strawberry lemonade or a blueberry lemonade, I don't know, I don't mind that those smell a little bit more candied or slightly more artificial, because I think it just lends to that like super fun, it just kind of reminds you of being a kid and being outside and, you know, sucking down lemonade, enjoying your Jolly Ranchers at the same time. Like, I think this is a great scent. It is one that I will definitely be repurchasing for the summer. If this was available in wax melt, and it might still be, at least in that soy wax formulation, I might still be able to get it in that, but I really like this a lot. In terms of strength and throw, let's talk about that. So this one here is kind of in between the best performing, which so far has been like an 8 out of 8. And I'm going to put the strawberry lemonade, which I already reviewed, into that category. And then I reviewed, what was the other one? The mango lemonade. The mango lemonade was a little bit lighter. This is kind of in between those two. The blueberry lemonade has like kind of a solid like 6.5, 7 in terms of strength and throw. I think it's performing just fine. Would I accept like an 8 out of 10 here? 100%. I don't think that would be over the top for me. I think some people might think it's a little too sweet to be quite that strong, but I happen to really think this is a great scent, so I could go for it. But I think this is definitely more than an acceptable strength and throw. I don't feel like I need to put a candle sleeve around this one. I don't feel like I need to put it in a hurricane. I don't feel like I want to relegate this one to the candle crock quite yet. I think it's performing just fine. And if I burn it you know, all the way down, I think I'll be quite happy with the performance overall. It's been quite consistent. Again, no issues in terms of sooting, no problems with the wicks dying or anything like that. These wicks that they have here in this collection, the most they're gonna do is probably curl a little bit at the top or just get slightly thicker at the top. I like to use cuticle scissors on these particular candles. I find that a wick trimmer is just, it's a little bit too big. And I have used a wick trimmer and I trimmed the wicks too short on one of these 3-wick candles. So I was able to get it to recover because I poured off a little bit of the wax, but be careful not to trim the wicks too short. The cuticle scissors are perfect. And honestly, there are some of the burns where you might look at the wicks and go, I don't even think that I need to trim these at all. If you get that feeling, you don't have to trim the wicks. I just get like the last little bit at the top off, and that is perfect for me. But, you know, just make sure you're not trimming the wicks too short. But no discoloration of the wax. Like I said, no sooting. Great performance overall. I'll give you guys a quick overhead view here. I did just light this right before filming this video, so it might not be completely pulled out yet, but yeah, it's doing great. I'm quite pleased. I think overall, just the burn performance in terms of like the cleanliness of the burn, it's been top notch on all of the 3 wicks. So they've got that part down. I'm just seeing a little bit of variation in terms of strength and throw. So, all right, you guys, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I will put a link in the description box as well as a discount code that you can combine with this candle or whatever candle floats your boat over at Kringle Candle. Check the description box down below. It'll save you an extra 15% off of your purchase. Happy shopping if you choose to partake. Leave your thoughts about Kringle Blueberry Lemonade in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.